Hey everybody, I'm Chris Wook. Ever since we started this channel, people have been asking for comparison videos. We've been listening, and here is our first installment. We thought we'd kick it off with a couple speakers nobody's ever heard of. There are a lot of bad things to say about the Beats Pill 2.0, and don't worry, we'll get to them in a little bit. But one thing you can't knock is the design. It does indeed look like an oversized pill, only with a flat foot on the bottom to keep it from rolling off the table. It's sleek, slightly hip, and it's available in a bunch of fun colors. The Bose SoundLink Mini, on the other hand, well, it's a Bose product. The company isn't exactly known for their bold design choices, opting for the more safe and reserved look in nearly every example. When the company does try to go for a more fun look, you end up with something like the company's freestyle earbuds, which sounded nice, sure, but looked more like a pair of pants from the 1990s than something you'd want to put on your head. Looking at the Bose SoundLink Mini, let's just be happy the company decided to keep it simple. While Beats may have the advantage when it comes to looks, it doesn't take the win in the build department. The pill might not be flimsy, but it's nowhere near as solid as the SoundLink Mini. You could use the SoundLink Mini as a hammer all day, then crank it up and play some tunes. Then drop it, and it would still be fine. The Beats pill would not be nearly as lucky. This category goes to Bose. Both speakers offer Bluetooth connectivity with roughly a 30-foot range. Both also offer a 3.5mm aux-in jack for plugging your favorite non-Bluetooth devices in. Pairing is fairly easy with both, though Beats does get a point for NFC pairing, something you won't find in the SoundLink Mini. While reviewing both speakers, dropouts and stutters were fairly rare even while pushing the limits of the 30-foot range, though the Beats Pill 2.0 tended to completely drop the connection for a moment, while the SoundLink Mini would simply stutter a bit until I got back into range. Looking at the controls, the race heats up. While the Bose SoundLink Mini offers more buttons, even to the point of providing dedicated mute and Bluetooth buttons, it completely lacks playback controls. The Beats Pill 2.0, on the other hand, has fewer buttons, but it packs more functionality into its multifunction button, which controls playback via a system of double and triple taps. The Pill 2.0 also offers speakerphone functionality, which the SoundLink Mini lacks, but call quality was so rough using the pill that it might as well not have offered the functionality at all. Bose chooses to do less with the SoundLink Mini, but does those few things very well. Beats chooses to do more, but doesn't do any of them quite as well as the SoundLink does those few things. This category, let's call it a tie. Both the Pill 2.0 and the SoundLink Mini claim up to 7 hours of playtime, so for once, we're starting on fairly equal footing. With playback time being the same, it's going to come down to charging. The SoundLink Mini does a whole lot of things right, but it pulls a classic Bose when it comes to charging. The only charging method is via the included wall charger, meaning whenever you're out of juice, it's time to look for an outlet and hope you pack the charger. The Beats Pill 2.0, on the other hand, does the same thing and allows for USB charging. It uses the micro USB standard that at this point is so ubiquitous that the included USB cable is barely even necessary. Sure, the SoundLink Mini does have a micro USB port on the back, but it's only for software updates. Beats even goes a step further and includes a standard-sized USB port on the back of the speaker, allowing you to use the pill to charge your mobile devices. Sure, this will drain the device's tiny speaker even faster, but it's still a lifesaver if you're in the middle of nowhere with a dead phone and a charged speaker. This category goes to Beats. We've come to the final and most important category, sound, and so far it seems like a close game. Unfortunately, this is the point at which things begin to snowball. Both of these speakers are fairly small in size and therefore can't hope to compare to their larger siblings, but there's a very clear difference between the two. The Bose SoundLink Mini doesn't sound small. Bass is obviously limited by the physical size of the speaker, but between mid-bass and the lower mid-range, there's a nice depth to most of the lower range of frequencies. Highs are free of the roll-off that is so common in speakers this size, but still, they never sound harsh or overbearing even as you push the volume higher. And that reminds me, the SoundLink Mini can get pretty loud, impressively so considering the size. The Beats Pill 2.0, on the other hand, sounds like what I always expected those kits to turn a cigarette pack into a guitar amplifier would sound like. I've actually defended Beats on quite a few occasions, but when I first tried the pill, I was blown away by how utterly, unashamedly bad it sounded. Bass is nearly non-existent, mids are alternately honking and woofy sounding, and the highs are simultaneously harsh and lacking in detail. For the final nail in the coffin, it doesn't even get that loud. Simply put, there is no contest here. They're close on every other front, but a speaker is nothing without good sound, and the Beats Pill just doesn't have good sound. Bose is the clear winner in this one. And that's it for this one, everybody. For all the details, check out the article over at SoundGuys.com. A link is down in the description. And hey, if you want to stay caught up with everything, check out the other link down there to sign up for our newsletter. Like the video, let us know, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Chris Wook. Thanks for watching.